3 yards remaining here on second down. McCown caught left side. It's Barnage. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time, and that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now McCown. And this one's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Elvis Dumerville in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll try and keep this away from Hester as this is going toward the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And tough starting field position here. They come out here in the eye. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. He was a third-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the first round, late in the first round. He ends up sliding to the third. So a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here if he can develop.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
So, part of the next time we see this coaching staff, I want you to have my back here because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. McCown looking to throw. He's got time. Pryor has it complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Let's go!
McCown looking to throw on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens Ravens are going to get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. On the ground, it's West again. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Agba, the rookie from Oklahoma State, in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember from that young man, the first sack of his NFL career. Flacco here on 2nd down. Finding time. He's going to look deep down. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And just a simple, basic neutral zone infraction here, partner.
Yeah, when you're ready to launch and go get the quarterback, sometimes you take off a bit too fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
A solid pass breakup that time by Joe Hayden.
Good to see him out there on the field, moving around, playing well. Joe Hayden, if you talk to the NFL guys, when you list the best corners in the game, Joe Hayden's name always comes up for reasons we just saw, just like that.
Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Roughing the kicker, defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold them to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving them the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
This is West. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from Cleveland after this. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Here's Flacco surveying the field. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. There's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
To throw, it's McCown. He's got time in the pocket, and this is going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go pass again with Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He's got time. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 3rd and goal. Flacco finding time. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Defense. Penalty declined.
Sean squeeze him now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there, and the Ravens are going to have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time, and it's 4th and 3.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Again, it's McCown, and this is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's McCown. That's caught at the 3. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line, that room to run just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
It was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive back.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll run it with West. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Well, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now Flacco. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right? And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another carry for the rookie Elliott. And he'll take this one. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Hester. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And his throw here's incomplete. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's brought down after a good gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And hauled in by Pitta. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And some space here. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Flacco to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Looking for someone to throw to. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, 4th quarter, Flacco. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
This will be taken in at the 1. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. One receiver left, 3 to the right. One final try for McCown. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read in the